We're going to be doing these series of short videos to share with you some interpretations of the book of Revelation, and actually to make it very simple. So if you're just joining us, just a couple things of principles and interpretation of this book. It's the book is three things. It's a personal letter to an actual historical group of people. It's a book written in an apocalyptic style. Apocalypse is its own kind of literature in the Bible, but it's also a prophecy in that it has revelation of what we like to say is things to come. But the book of Revelation has been taken over, if you will, by actually what's called the futurist school, but it's been taken over by people who I think are sensationalists. And it's one of those things that I can remember all these categories that I was given for the book of Revelation. Very early on, I was told about the Great Tribulation. I was told about the tribulation. I was told about the Antichrist. I was told about a 7-year period. I was told all these things. When I got the book of Revelation and actually did just verse by verse exegesis, one of the first things that surprises you is those things aren't there. So as we share with you a different point of view, I'll be very clear up front. My point of view is that the book of Revelation is written for the church, and it's written for us to learn how to be disciples and followers of Christ in times of trouble and distress. Let me back up and go over a few things that were shocking. There's nowhere in the book of Revelation where there's a 7-year period called a tribulation. There's nowhere in the book of Revelation where there's a period of time called the Great Tribulation. What you have in the book of Revelation is an image of 5 times the Revelation uses an image of 3.5, or the equivalence of 3.5, but never does it say 7. You don't find the word Antichrist in the book of Revelation. I find this surprising, since John, the writer of the book of Revelation, is the one person in the Bible and the only one that uses the word Antichrist. Well, there's no expression of that Antichrist in the book of Revelation. People go to what's called a beast, and they say, well, that's the Antichrist. The problem is, there's no indication that this beast represents a singular human being. And so when you unpack these things, you go, have I been defrauded? I think you have been. I think you've been sold a bill of goods by people who have bought into sensationalist, apocalyptic views, and it makes great reading. It's kind of like reading the National Enquirer, but most of them, you'll read them, and the interpretations can change with the headlines. The interpretation of the book of Revelation that I'm going to give you is not going to change with the headlines. It's the kind of thing that'll be very steady, very applicable to your life, and it's going to make common sense. Next video, I'm going to share with you some distinctives about interpreting the book that I think will make it easier for you.